Hey, you guys, Coach Rick here with our fifth installment of Coach's Corner. Welcome back, or thanks for having me back, or whatever it is. So, a little bit of business. I gave you an email last time, which apparently doesn't work. Nice job, Coach. So, I gave you hello at thecoachrick.com. So if you were to go on my website, which is under construction, it is not complete. But the function of reaching out and asking a question works. So the email that comes through is hello at Coach Rick. It doesn't function as an actual email. I apologize. So thecoachrick@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and use that one. All right. Coach, COACH, Rick, RICK, @gmail.com. If you have a topic you'd like me to discuss, if you have a question you'd like me to address, you can reach out to me there. Aaron, I don't know if you can, add that on the segments that you're going to put these in the notes when you type it in. But if maybe we could do that. That would be awesome. If not, well, then if you hear it, you heard it here. But I would love to address anything that questions, comments, or whatever. That'd be awesome. My apologies for putting out an email that wasn't actually functioning last time. I think that's all the business from last time. What I did want to get into, though, was based on something that we did talk about last time. We're just going to keep building off of what happens to the best of my ability here. And I think I made mention to a teacher destroying someone in class, right? I've bared witness to that more than once in my lifetime. An ugly and uncomfortable thing where a teacher will completely destroy the student, telling them they have no business being an actor or anything along those lines. And I believe I said, F you for that. And for doing that, look, I'm not going to speak to anyone's teaching styles. And these are teachers that I've really appreciated and what I've learned from them also. So let's think about that one. That's difficult. Like, I really appreciate them. And I still think that was a dick move. Okay. I also approach my coaching as an acting coach from the perspective as a life coach and a business coach, which I've done much longer and for many more years. And my stance inside of that is that my job is to help you realize your dreams. My job is to help you realize and bring those dreams to fruition, right? So how can I tell you that you have no business doing this? Not my job. And let's get into my philosophy in general as a coach in terms of acting, and what I've always held as a standard. And that is that the second, should I say, that you step into my room, I listen to you as an actor. That's a term that I got from Landmark Education. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to see you. Right? You're an actor if you've made the commitment to walk into my room, period. You're already there. I also come from the place of that it's all inside you already. I don't function from where most teachers come from, and that is you don't know, so I need to teach you. I don't believe that. Your life experience is the most important thing that you bring to your work. All that being said, you're not going to discover that if you don't feel safe. You're not going to be able to explore truly if you don't feel safe. Now, some might say, well, that's, good for that teacher providing that environment. You have to have the confidence and the power to step up into it. And you know what? Look, I'm born in 1970. I'm as old school I shouldn't say I'm as old school as they come. I'm the end of the old school. The guys before me were the real old school. I was the end of it. I came up as an athlete. I came up with coaches that were harsh and used that hard line, old school. And you know what? There's a place for that and it works. I just don't think that place exists inside of art. I don't think it exists inside of acting for sure. And what I've discovered as an acting coach now that I've been doing for over 6 years, there's no need for it for sure. I've been able to take people with no experience whatsoever and have them booking inside of a year or far less now. That seems to be accelerating as well. None of that would have been possible if there wasn't a safe place. There has to be a place where you know you can try something and you may fall flat on your face. And guess what? No one is going to laugh at you, ridicule you, make you feel less than. If anything, we're going to find the little bits that worked and we're going to build on that. To me, that's the most important thing. So to have a space devoid of judgment, I think is crucial. It's why I'm not a fan of awards shows, judging of performances. How are you going to compare one performance to another from one story to another? That's just a joke. That's ridiculous. So, maybe don't buy into that so much. Maybe just let it be about the work, right? If you do great work, it'll be recognized enough, whether it's on a national scale or not. And you know what? It's the one comment from the one individual whose life, whose heart, whose soul that you've touched is going to mean more than any freaking award ceremony or trophy anyway. But bottom line, getting back to the safe space, the safe place. Make sure you have that. And if you don't, then find another teacher, find another place to work out, to grow, to stretch. I don't care how famous this teacher is. There's a lot of famous teachers that are assholes, guys. And here's another thing. I've never heard of a teacher making someone famous. I've never heard of a class making someone famous. It just isn't so. But we put a lot on reputation and all that. No, the most important thing for you is to find a place for you to be able to discover you. That's the most important thing. Like I've said, I don't believe in any method. My method is a non-method. My method is about you finding your authentic voice, you learning to speak honestly. That will win the day every single time. Try that on. And it doesn't have to just be from an acting perspective. This could be from any form of art. As artists, we want to speak from our heart, I believe. We want to be honest. So, as a musician, as a painter, as a sculptor, I believe all this can apply. Find your tribe, find your safe space. I know the term safe spaces in our reality in these last few years for different reasons. Maybe not the exact same thing, but I think you get what I'm saying in terms of a safe space. Find your safe space, and when you do, honor it by showing up. show up consistently, and it will serve you. And it won't just serve you, it'll feed you. And it won't just feed you, but it will grow you. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. And we'll see you next time on Coach's Corner.